Good morning, everyone. You are welcome to the commemoration of the fourth Nigerians independence celebration. Uh, this is Committee for the Defense of Human Rights, the coalition of North Central. Today, we commemorate Nigeria's fourth independence celebration with our press conference. From my immediate right, I have the state chairman, Comrade Lukman Afolabi, then the state leader, Comrade Asaka Idris, the internal auditor, Comrade Dari, our vice chairman, Kwara branch, Dr. Kunle Adibawale, and our senior comrade. My name is Idris Afis Olanyenka, the national PRO for the CDHR. Also in attendance are the media. We have Mr. Hakim Olatidoye from Herald newspaper, Mr. Mansour Alamide from Guardian, Jimoh Taufik and Owodunni Rashid from our news bulletin. So you are welcome to this occasion. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It is my pleasure to welcome us to this press conference on the occasion of the Nigerian independence. This press conference is being delivered on behalf of the national president, Comrade Debo Adibawale, and it is Adeniran, and it is Comrade Debo Adeniran, and it is in conjunction with other Committee for Defense of Human Rights state branches in the North Central Zone, the FCT Abuja, Nasarawa, Benue, Niger, Kogi, and the rest of them. The theme of today's press conference is Nigeria demand for true social and economic justice. All protocols duly observed. CDHR on Nigerian Independence Day celebration. As Nigeria marks our Independence Day, a day that ought to be celebrated with pomps and pageantry. On this day, October 1st, we remember the sacrifices of our freedom fighters and honor their dedication and courage, which led to birth of a free and independent Nigeria in 1960. Our freedom didn't come easily. It was a result of long years of struggle and immense sacrifice by our pre-independence leader. They fought not with weapons, but with strong ideals, a belief in justice, and a dream of a free nation. Their determination and commitment inspire us to this day. Independence Day is not just a celebration of our past achievements, but also a reminder of responsibility we have as citizens of this great nation. As we mark this yearly event, let us remember that the true essence of freedom lies in upholding the values of equity, equality, justice, and brotherhood. Although our country is not where we ought to be in terms of advancement in science and technology, improvement in education and health care, but we are making remarkable progress in various fields. Though we are still facing various challenges such as poverty, illiteracy, insecurity, and inequality. It is our duty, especially as Nigerians, to work towards overcoming these challenges and building a better and stronger Nigeria. Whereas every October 1st is a day to celebrate national independence, we do not think our country has anything to celebrate this year. Nigerians are neither happy nor free. After 36 years of political independence, from colonial Britain. The Nigerian masses are poor and hungry. Since coming to power, Tinubu administration has imposed unprecedented hardship on millions of Nigerians and pushed them into a multi-dimensional poverty and monumental misery. Many working families are at the point of starvation. Several people have lost their jobs. The middle class have been destroyed. The rate of suicide is increasing. Despite these, President Tinubu continues to drive forward these criminal and anti-people policies, as shown by about 300% increase in petrol price in September compared to the situation on May 29, 2023. To this end, we want to call on the government to critically look into the following recommendation for urgent implementation. 1. Nigeria is unnecessarily combined by the weight of its top-heavy and unwieldy system of government it embodies itself with. Our government consists of 3 tiers: federal, states, and local. Each tier consists of 3 arms: executive, legislature, and judiciary. The federal legislature is bicameral with the Senate and House of Representatives. We would like to recommend that a unicameral legislature in the mode of House of Representatives is cheaper and easy to maintain and make government business simpler and faster, and should be adopted in Nigeria. At the end of the day, if Senate is more fashionable, they should name the National Assembly Senate or simply make it National Assembly. Election of members should be based on same criteria upon which House of Representatives were elected. It is also our recommendation that the 3 tiers of government be reduced to 2: federal and local government. There's no need for state government. The state government are just discomforting interlopers whose roles can be better played as local government. State governments are the veritable excuses why local government have not been functioning optimally. This is why state government does not want autonomy for local government. 3, we are aware that the Constitution provides that at least 1 cabinet minister should be appointed from each of the component states. Our recommendation is that ministers and state commissioners should also be elected by their respective states or constituencies, same way that the federal and state legislature are respectively elected. The president should only have opportunity of appointing personal assistant and even special advisor. Ministers should play the role of advising the president on sectorial issues. The president and minister should only appoint few assistants whose emoluments will be borne by the government for himself and his minister. Any public servant who wants more assistance should remunerate them with their personal resources. He should nonetheless put a limit to the number of assistants employed for them. 5, release all SARS and bad governance protesters, journalists, whistleblowers, and other victims of state repression unconditionally. 6, reduce the cost of governance, place all political office holders on the minimum wage, scrap security vote and constituency allowances. 7, provide free and compulsory primary and secondary education for all Nigerian children, reduce tertiary education school fees, and give Nigerian students grants and not loan. Grants and not loan. Immediate prosecution and jailing of all corrupt politicians, judges, police, and public servants and state officials. Massive investment in public works, social infrastructure, and industrialization to create decent jobs for all. Genuine electoral reform for independent candidature, diaspora voting, and through independent electoral body. Say no to IMF neoliberal policies. Revise high in fuel price and electricity tariff to pre-May 29, 2023 level. Make government-owned refinery work to guarantee affordable fuel products. Reduce food prices and end hunger, support farmers to ensure sustainable food production, end insecurity and banditry, terrorism and violent crime, prosecute corporates and others and their sponsors for a robust security architecture and adequate support for soldiers at the front and their families. Finally, we believe that the current constitution, the government's norms with which our individual and collective lives are being administered was foisted upon us by an illegitimate government. The ministry is illegitimate. It is on this note that we recommend that the government should convoke a sovereign national conference wherein every Nigerian voice will be directly represented and where a new Nigerian constitution will evolve. Sovereign National Conference is the foundation of a true democracy and nationhood. Without it, it will only be living order, self-denial, in a mere political contraption without any true unifying factor and therefore signifying nothing but a keg of bomb powder waiting to explode. Long live Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you for listening. This speech was delivered on behalf of the National President, Committee for Defense of Human Rights, National Right House, Adeni Jones, Ikeja, Lagos, Comrade Debo Adebowale. Thank you.
Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. We shall always fight for right. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. We shall always fight for rights. Forever. Backward never. In the struggle for our members, there is victory.
In the struggle for our nation, there is
victory.
CDHR.
My right is my right is my right.
My right is my right is my right.
CDHR.
Thank you very much. Let's ask. At the Barat, the Kwara State, explaining any form of protest, but we, as a Committee for Defense of Human Rights, we are aware that nothing can stop our rights as citizens, freedom of expression. That is why we are gathered here to address this press conference. On occasion like this, usually the national president, Comrade Debo Adeniran, usually gets his address adopted at the various state branches of CDHR. We did similar thing on June 12th, Democracy Day, to adopt the address at this level. And that is exactly what we have done this morning. This press briefing is being done in the 6th geopolitical zone in Nigeria. In North Central Zone, this press briefing is done in Kwara State. In Northeast, it's been done in Kaduna. Northwest is being done in Kaduna. The Northeast is being done in Bauchi. While in the South is being done in Delta State. That of Southwest is being done in Ogun State, and that of Southeast is being done in Anambra. So it's been done. So we want to address the peculiar nature of the nation, and we want this message to, be far-reaching and get to authority concerned, including Mr. President, the governor, and other elected officials in the country. And aside this, CDHR has largely been fulfilling its mandate of defending the rights of citizens. On this occasion, we are marking this independent press conference. But this is not only what we usually do. It's a daily activity. We have not rest on our hearts. For example, we have some projects in our hands. Since August 10, we have been fighting for the Kwara State CDHR. Since August 10. August 10 happened to be World Prisoners Justice Day. We have been campaigning how we can get justice for inmates. Most about 80% of which are awaiting trial in both Old Ilorin prison, which was established in 1922, and Mandala prison. We realized the fact that these awaiting trial we need to decongest this prison because there is high infection rate. Now we have distributed essential materials to them, but we know that a lot needs to be done. Their welfare has to be treated for, and we know that this is lacking, and that is why we are thinking that after visiting that, we took it upon ourselves, and we have been on advocacy visit to various stakeholders involved in the administration of criminal justice. We have visited the office of the Director, Public Prosecution, Minister of Justice. We have visited the Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice on this note. We have also visited the office of the Legal Aid Council. We have also visited the Commissioner of Police in this regard. We have also visited even the Controller of Prisons to also advocate what we have seen in the prison. We have been opportune to also visit the Chief Judge of Kwara State to call his attention on the need to periodically visit prison. On this note, it was on this note that he graciously approved that we are going to be in his company to visit prison, which we did in September. On visit the prison, 3 inmates were able to regain their freedom. And on that occasion, the Chief Judge, Honorable Justice Ayodele Abiodun Adibara, will always call upon us as rights organization to make sure we do the needful by facilitating what is required for them. And I want to assure you that we have been able to live up to that. Right, we have followed many of these cases of awaiting trial in court, and we have been able to secure them with bails. Some have been secured with bail because we realize the fact that some of the bail conditions are just too stringent, and we persuaded the judiciary to make sure that these bail conditions are relaxed so that these inmates can regain their freedom via bail so that they can continue to prosecute their case from home. And we are happy to inform you that those that we have pleaded for and acceded with, and they have acceded to their request, none of them have done bail. Their cases have been going on very well in the court, and this is what we have been able to do. Legal challenges, as it is, we are saddened by the fact that, despite the fact that Committee for Defense of Human Rights was formed in 1989, when during the military junta, when a lot of people were increasingly being detained as a violation of human rights, a lot of people were in violation of the Nigerian Constitution, African Charter of Human Rights, United Declaration of Human Rights, and other international conventions on human rights. We realized that we were fighting for this, and it saddens our hearts that after fighting for these rights, the civilian, and we believe that civil democracy will bring the required freedom. Unfortunately, the civil democracy has refused to give us the requisite freedom. There is the requisite freedom. There is a lot of manipulation of the judicial processes to deny people their fundamental human rights. And these are always saddening our heart. It is ironical that one of the, those that was part of fighting for democracy is now in the shadow of power. And hold and behold, we are yet Nigerians, we are yet to get true social and economic justice that we. And that is why the theme of this press conference is that Nigeria demands for true social and economic justice. The action repeated by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration is too enormous and is unbearable. So on this note, that we say no to this economic hardship. Thank you.
See, like Ogun, Oyo, Ondo, Delta, when they make sacrifice like this, they are going to have been to their support in terms of boss, like our president Tinubu did last week. He took upon himself, a bus was donated to Nigeria Labour Congress, which is a plus to the man. And in Kwara here, you can also have that a challenge to our dynamic governor, Babawa Brahman Abdulrasaq, to come to our aid. If it is landed property, we are okay. If you can give all the befitting secretariat among the offices around Kwara, we will oblige that opportunity. Sir, whatever you can do for this organization, we will also love it, sir.
Thank you very much.
Boss, sorry. Perhaps
Not the media. Not the
There are
media.
offices under the government that support the CSOs to make sure what they are doing is in line. We are not out to castigate any government or abuse them, but we are telling them to do the right thing
The right thing.
with the public resources
That is
vested
true.
on them. Sir?
We have a lot of insecurity in our hands in Kwara. I want to use this occasion to call on His Excellency, Governor Abdurrahman Abdulrasaq, to up his antics on security, to do a lot to fund security. I want to condemn the killing of Jagun of Ibaja, which happened the day before yesterday. Jagun of Ibaja is one of the local security chiefs that are responsible for maintaining security in Ibaja districts in federal local government. Jagun, Chief Jagun of Ibadan. Yes. Chief Jagun of Ibadan. Chief Jagun of Ibadan. They are aware.
Màá pè padà mi ò sí nílé. Màá pè padà mi ò sí nílé.
Which is Mr. Femi. But Chief Jagun Ibadan is one of the. We want to condemn that. And I want because we realized that fact that Chief Jagun was killed by bandits that we laid him on the road on the Yaru road in Ibaja. Yaru road. There's a village called Yaru. Why it was waylaid on Yaru road. Yaru road in Ibaja district. Was waylaid and killed by the bandits because they realized the fact that he has been the thorn in their flesh in that district as a local security chief, and that was why. And this presents a serious danger for local, because we realize the fact that these local security men have been helping the police and soldiers and the civil defense to actually be on top of the security situation. But this unfortunate incident is a great setback in the security architecture in Kwara State. And we want the governor, as chief security officer, to do a lot to unravel, to make sure the perpetrator of this disasters are brought to book. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Please, to drive home the point made by my chairman, I remain committed on that. This coordinator for authority. Man, not appeal that government. CDHR has the governor to stop dragging on the issue of minimum wage of workers. They should be paid, this time around, paid living wage, not minimum wage, like other governors. As the chairman of government forum, he said the good example as other governors to follow. So we want the pensioners to be involved right from the beginning when they are negotiating minimum wage, or rather, and on the issue of local government autonomy, You don't want it to pay this part government economy. You want to see the real local government economy in Kwara State. We add our local government election. We want to read the reflection of that economy. And again, you can see that government is trying to make some infrastructure around Kwara State. But more than that, do more on stomach infrastructure. There is hunger in the land here. Kwara is adjudged as where the price of food is highest in the country. And again, the issue of child labor is still rampant in Kwara State. Child labor and child abuse. So we are not, it doesn't need to take this up to the Africa. That's one prediction here. One, we want living wage for the Kwara workers and pensioners. And we must see the real government autonomy in Kwara State. And enough of these 3 cups of rice as tobacco infrastructure. We need something to push the effect of this hardship more in Kwara State. On the issue of this security, like I just mentioned, one, this security is everywhere in Kwara State. Now, on increase day by day, daily basis. And the office of CDHR, the coup, the law resources, fight for the right of people. Government try to put that with other
we shall always fight for our rights. Forward!